Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of a Canadian. Is what we thought the Tampa Bay Lightning would be saying in this game. They've been giants in the NHL for years now, spanning back to their very first Stanley Cup Finals appearance in this stretch in 2016. They had some more wins, they had some more success, then they won back-to-back cups, with the 2021 Cup coming against the Montreal Canadiens. The Lightning then made the finals for a third year in a row, and they were ultimately defeated by Nate "MacDaddy" McKinnon and the Colorado Avalanche. Well, it's been a few years since then. And now, in 2025, the Montreal Canadiens, with Sammy Montembeault in net, go up against this giant titan of a team, and like David with his slingshot made of leather, they take down the giant. Or did I mix up my fairy tales and biblical stories? Was Fee Fi Fo Fum from that story? No, I think it was Jack and the Beanstalk. I'm stupid. Anyways, the Montreal Canadiens have defeated the Tampa Bay Lightning 3-2 in regulation, because it was none other than Jake Evans, with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game, to seal the deal and give the Habs the lead. This was yet another comeback by the Montreal Canadiens. Let's go over all the goals, let's go over the tail of the tape here and talk about the players that stood out statistically. First goal of the game, it is none other than Nikita Kucherov, who gets himself the 1-0 marker with 6 minutes to go in the first period. The Lightning capitalize off of a little miscommunication by the Canadiens. Kucherov sends the puck in, the puck bounces around in the slot area. Cayden is there, but he doesn't realize that it's there. The puck is right behind him, and he turns around at the last second. Chiarelli frees it up, and then it's Nikita Kucherov who puts it by Sammy Montembeault. Just an overall scramble of a play, and kind of a lucky bounce, not gonna lie. In the second period, all it takes is 2 minutes for Jake Guentzel to get things going. Right off the face-off, Tampa Bay takes control, and then Guentzel, like he does, he stands in the open area, he gets the puck, he backhands it towards the goal. Good assist over there by Michael Eyssimont, who does a lot of the work on this goal. I have been streaming the past few days Tampa Bay Lightning defenseman Darren Raddysh, because of his placement on the top power play in Tampa Bay, which is totally an experiment that I don't really think is all too common. He didn't get a point in this game because the Guentzel goal and the Kucherov goal were the only two Tampa Bay Lightning goals scored, but Darren Raddysh yesterday also popped off. He has been really interesting because he's been given top-line power play minutes, not necessarily because Victor Hedman is bad, but because Victor Hedman, they don't want to overplay him too much. You see, the Lightning D-core this season has been very thin, so they actually moved Victor Hedman to power play 2 to give him less minutes and to give him more rest, while Darren Raddysh is placed on the power play 1, which is why he's been given opportunities to play with Kucherov and Guentzel and point and get all these points himself, and it's been a very big treat for hockey fantasy streamers. I have been pretty happy with what I've done. Today, Darren Raddysh didn't get any points, but that's okay because there were other guys in the Canadiens lineup that got points for me instead, like the guy who ended up passing it over to Juraj Slafkovsky to make it 2-1. Because on the man advantage, it is none other than two of my favorite Canadiens guys this year. Laine Hudson to Patty Laine, he holds it, he doesn't shoot it, he sends it over to the side where Slafkovsky, with the wide-angle snipe, throws it towards the goal and finds a small, precise little hole in Andrei Vasilevskiy. He puts the shaft right in there and inserts the puck into the net. What a beautiful goal. And hey, look at me, 2 assists for Laine and Hudson. Guess who picked up Laine in a bunch more fantasy teams this week? I'd had Hudson on most of my teams for the entire past few months here, but PATRIK Laine, ever since he came back from illness, oh yeah, it's been time to pick him up once again. He's been getting points and goals, which includes tonight's game, because not only did Laine get a primary assist on Slafkovsky's goal to make it 2-1, just 2 minutes later he gets a primary assist on Alex Newhook's goal to tie everything up 2-2. Newhook holds the puck in at the blue line. Puck gets sent in towards the goal. It's held down. Habs take it back. Out to the side. Newhook the one-timer, and he scores right by Andrei Vasilevskiy. Beautiful pass from Patty Laine. Laine, what a stellar play. We're really starting to see PATRIK Laine and his playmaking ability this season. I know everybody's been talking about his goal scoring. Oh, he's got the one-timer. Oh, it's really lethal. Oh, this is the second coming of Ovechkin. Yeah, I'm not going to dispute any of that. But PATRIK Laine in this game started to show off some of the playmaking chops that make him so deadly as a Swiss Army knife offensive contributor. He's big, he can win puck battles, he can dangle in tight if you really need him to, he can score goals, he can make really nice passes. This is a guy whose overall offensive package has opened up so many opportunities and possibilities for the Montreal Canadiens that now we're really starting to see the fruits of that acquisition bear itself here with this organization. Add on Jake Evans' final minute goal in the third period to make it 3-2, assisted by Yoel Armia. Beautiful feed out in front by the Big Finn, and Jake Evans, the one-time shot, he makes no mistake. He goes up high on Vasilevskiy. You can see he's kind of upset with himself for not stopping that one. What a beautiful play, and what a nice goal. The Montreal Canadiens get 3 by Vasilevskiy on 22 total shots. Meanwhile, Sammy Montembeault makes 33 saves on 35 shots on goal by Tampa for a .943 save percentage. What a game this was for the Montreal Canadiens. I really think that with PATRIK Laine's awakening, this is a brand new way to envision the Canadiens' offensive package and what they're capable of doing. Not only did we see a good work ethic and a good defensive capability, a lot of people going out there and backtracking their comments on Sammy Montembeault, but now the Montreal Canadiens, they're right there at a playoff spot. Take a look at the Eastern standings. They are tied with Boston in overall points, but they do have a game in hand. So they do have that final wildcard spot. Sure, there are teams right in their tail. Columbus, New York, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Boston, of course, they're all right in there, but Montreal, they're in the playoffs once again. And with this in mind, you think about some of the potential trades the team can make. David Savard, is he going to be on his way out? Jake Evans, is he going to be on his way out? Jake Evans scored a clutch goal today. David Savard made a super amazing play at the end of the game, just kind of hovering on top of the puck while the play was going on to kill off the clock. He was daring the referees to call a penalty on him in the final seconds of that game. But at the end of the day, it worked. The strategy of just kind of turtling on top of it, it killed the time off. And that's exactly what you wanted to see, right? So David Savard, great play today. Jake Evans, great goal today. These guys could be traded soon, but the Habs are in the playoffs. What do you think is the move here for the Montreal Canadiens? This complicates things quite a lot for their playoff trade deadline hopes and whether or not they're actually going to move on from some of these players. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Montreal defeating Tampa at home at the Bell Center against Andrei Vasilevskiy. Sammy Montembeault stands on his head. PATRIK Laine gets 2 assists, and the trade conversation is a lot more difficult now. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.